Karma here. I'm coming to you from my bedroom with my freshly washed locks to tell you that I am about to begin a 30-day no shampoo challenge. So I will be, hi Luna. So I'll be washing my hair for the next month with alternatives, and that can be baking soda, that can be apple cider vinegar, essential oils, that can be water, just water, all sorts of things. And I figured I would check in weekly with you guys just so you can see the progress, and if I find something really works for me, I may share it with you. Basically it means you do not use commercial shampoo products for however long you want. For me it's going to be the 30 days. Instead, you use alternative methods like baking soda, apple cider vinegar, you can use essential oils, or just water to wash your hair. I'm going to try different methods. I'm going to try, different blends of anything I can find, and I will make sure to share some with you if you want to try this for yourself. So, day one starts tomorrow, and wish me luck. Hi, Luna. Okay, so today's going to be the first day that I wash my hair using an alternative method instead of commercial shampoos. I decided that each week I'm going to try something different. So I get different experiences and I can see what I like, what I don't like, what works, what doesn't, for me. This week I decided that I am going to do something simple. It's going to be just baking soda and an apple cider vinegar rinse, which I just made using a few herbs. Now, I found washing your hair with baking soda and apple cider vinegar is pretty simple. All you do is get your hair wet, run some baking soda through your hair, preferably not touching your scalp. Rinse it out as best you can, get everything out of there, and then you rinse it again with the apple cider vinegar. I'm a little worried about trying this method because I've heard some people say that it kind of dries out your hair, and I really don't want that to happen. If it does happen, I'm probably gonna have to focus more on moisturizing next week, so we'll see how it goes. Hey guys, I wanted to do a really quick update before I went and took a shower and washed my hair again. It is Thursday into this week, and it's been almost a week since I started washing my hair with the baking soda and apple cider vinegar rinse. When I do wash my hair with commercial shampoos, I'll wash my hair maybe every other day, or really as needed, which is pretty much every other day. With this method, however, with the baking soda and the apple cider vinegar, I'm noticing I have to wash my hair pretty much every day, otherwise my hair gets a little greasy. It's kind of getting there right now, so I'm definitely gonna have to wash it today. But when I use a lot of the apple cider vinegar rinse, that's usually not a problem. So I just have to make sure that I'm rinsing my hair really, really well with the apple cider vinegar. Otherwise, this has been a pretty good method, and I'm only going to use it a couple more times before moving on to the next method. Okay, so week one is done, you guys. Week one, baking soda and apple cider vinegar rinse. I gotta say I kind of like this method. You can't really, I think you can really see on camera, but now you can't really tell, especially since my hair is wet. But with the apple cider vinegar that I used and with the herbs that I chose, my hair has a sort of copper tint to it now. My natural red highlights have been brought out, and I love that. My hair is a little bit crazier than it normally is when I'm using commercial shampoos. Not that I mind at all. I actually really like it because my hair is nice and full, and oh, now you're helping. Not that I mind. because my hair is very nice and full, and overall I'd say it's very healthy. I won't lie, going into this I was afraid that because I was using baking soda and it changes the pH of your scalp, that I might start losing my hair. That did not happen, and I think because I also kind of counteracted it with the apple cider vinegar rinse, that was not a problem. Overall, I really liked this. This I thought was a very good method to use, and if I choose to do the no shampoo challenge again in the future, I think I'm going to stick with just this method because I really, really like it. One of the downsides to this method is you are using vinegar, and it seems like no matter how well I rinsed my hair, it always smelled a little bit like vinegar. It became more apparent when I was exercising or when I was at work and you know, kind of working up a sweat and all of that. It became a little apparent. It wasn't unbearable. It really wasn't too overwhelming or anything like that. It was just something that I noticed. Going into week 2, I think I'm going to try a chamomile tea rinse. So it's kind of the same as sort of using a rinse, only I'm going to concentrate more on rubbing it into my scalp, and I may pair it with some lemon juice. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see how it goes. First and foremost though, I am going to try the chamomile tea rinse. That's a given. If I don't really like what it does, I'll change it somehow. I'll add something to it or whatever. But overall, I've been pretty happy. There was only a brief time where my scalp was a little itchy, and that was really towards the beginning. And I think that's more to do with the fact that, you know, when you wash your hair regularly, it sort of becomes accustomed to it. Whereas my scalp is now perfectly fine. It's not really itchy at all. It's perfectly normal. My hair's not greasy. And apart from the vinegar smell, I'm really kind of enjoying this. It's so simple, you know, and we'll see how week 2 goes. Alright, so I haven't updated you guys this week. It's been insane. This has been a crazy week, like seriously, this has been insane. Anyway, I have been keeping up with the no shampoo challenge, and as I believe I mentioned earlier, this week I was doing a chamomile tea rinse, and it's exactly like it sounds. I brewed up some chamomile, and I added some lavender to it, and some lemon juice. I think that's about it. I think that's all, yes. So, I boiled the water, like really, really boiled the water. Then I let the herbs steep for about, how long did it take? Well, I waited until it came down to room temperature, and then I added the lemon juice. Transferred all of that to the container I was going to use. And so I would take my shower, get my hair wet, I would rinse out my hair, I would let the rinse sit for a little while, I kind of rub my scalp a little bit just to, you know, kind of work it in there because, you know, lemon's supposed to be really good for your scalp. And it's alright. It's definitely not my favorite method so far. Granted, I've only used the baking soda and the apple cider vinegar rinse, but I've noticed a difference. There's a pretty significant difference between that method and this method. My hair's, it's not really greasy, but it's getting there, and I'm not too thrilled about it. So I don't think I'll use this method again in the future. Not that it was really bad, I just don't think my hair type is the type really meant for this alternative. So if you have fine straight hair or hair that doesn't particularly get oily, this method might work. I don't. So this method really didn't work very well for me. It does smell nice, I will say that. The smell is a lot better than the vinegar smell. But overall, I don't really think I can use it very much just because of my hair type. I love how it feels on the scalp. It feels great on the scalp, but you know, my hair feels kind of heavy at times, and you know, when I do this, when it's dry, I can feel that it's not as clean as it should be. Today is Thursday, so I only have a couple more days to do this method, and I think I'll be fine with that. So next week, the method that I'm going to use, I discovered this online. I had never even heard of this until I started doing research for the No Shampoo method, is clay cowlin. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but that's what it is. And it's kind of similar to the baking soda method, except with this, I'm going to dissolve it in water first, and then I'm going to use it as a rinse. I really don't know what to expect from this. I haven't heard too many people talking about this. I don't know anybody who's tried it, so it will be interesting to see how this goes. But that's my update for this week, guys. That's my opinion on this alternative, and it's not for me. I don't like it. I'll be happy when the week is over, because I'm not too happy with my hair right now. You know, it's only a week, I'll live. But stay tuned, guys. We're gonna see how the next method goes. So I used the cowlin powder for the first time yesterday, I believe, and already I'm noticing a difference. When I used the chamomile rinse, it wasn't really cleaning my hair as well as I had hoped. My hair started to get kind of heavy and started to get a little oily near the scalp. As soon as I used the cowlin powder, the clay powder, this stuff right here, yep, as soon as I started using this, it cleared all of the oil, and my hair got some of its thickness back. Normally I have pretty biggish hair. I'm not sure how to explain that. But when I used the rinse, it kind of really pressed it down. It got heavy, and I really didn't enjoy it very much. I think I explained that already. The week is young, so we'll see what else is to come. I would also like to mention that I am halfway through this 30-day no shampoo challenge. So today is day 15. All right, halfway through, guys. Okay, we are nearing the end of this week. Okay, we're nearing the end of the week with the cowlin powder, and I really don't know what is going on with my hair. It's so wild lately. I mean, my hair is usually messy anyway. It's just, this is something else. This is on another level here. It's just crazy. It's so snarly, and you can see the curls down there, and it looks shorter now. You know, it's like it's so curly, it only comes a little bit past my shoulders when I can normally have it down my back, and I don't know. It's just crazy, and no matter how much I brush it, it doesn't want to stay calm. I don't know if that's simply because I'm using just the cowlin powder, or if it has to do with the fact that I haven't used commercial shampoos for about 3 weeks now. But I've got another night. I'm gonna wash my hair again tonight with the cowlin powder, and that'll be that for this week. I mean, I like it. You know, my hair's not oily at all. At all. I love it. And I don't even mind that it's a little crazy. But it's just, oh man, it's just so crazy. Yeah, I don't mind that it's crazy, but I'm complaining that it's crazy. I know, that's kind of silly. But yeah, my hair feels really healthy. It's not dry. It's, you know, it's a little frizzy, but it's very rainy today, and that might have something to do with it too. But it feels good, it looks okay to me, and I mean, aside from the craziness, I can't really complain. I'm going into next week. That's going to be the final full week of using shampoo alternatives. Then on the 30th, which is 9 days away, I am going to wash my hair again using a commercial shampoo. I don't know what I'm going to use this coming week. I haven't really decided yet. I was going to make this strictly just water, just rinsing my hair with water, but after the chamomile tea and seeing how heavy and oily it made my hair, I don't think I'm really up for that again. So I'm gonna do a little more research and I'll let you know when it starts. I have decided what I am going to do for my final full week of the shampoo alternatives, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some cornstarch and some cocoa powder and sort of do a dry shampoo. I looked this up on the internet, and I'll put the link in the description. I'll actually put all of my resources in the description box so you guys can check them out for yourselves if you're interested. And I wanted to get another opinion about how my hair's been doing since, you know, I can't really be a good judge. I see it every single day. So, Wolf, what do you think?
Well, I see it every day too, but I've noticed that not using the shampoo doesn't make it look dirty. It's actually just as clean, full of body. The natural colors seem to come out more. So, I think it really does. It works.
Well, it's been working for me, and we'll see what is in store for this final week, and I like it so far. Here's how I am making the cornstarch alternative. Now, I have in here equal parts of cornstarch and cocoa powder. I'm using cocoa powder because I have, you know, darker hair, so that's what they recommended I use. Like I said, I'm gonna put the link in the description so you can match it to your hair color, whatever it may be, if you want to try this method. So here's the tricky part, guys. This is the tricky part. Got them all in there. Woo! There it is. I actually used this method a couple nights ago, I want to say. I already tried it, and it made my hair crazy. I have another method here that made my hair crazy. It wasn't as bad as the first few attempts. It was actually pretty good. I enjoyed this a lot. It was interesting trying to get it down to my scalp though, because I had to get my hair wet first. I did. Put it on, just the cornstarch, and you know when you put cornstarch in water, it thickens up right away, and it kind of happens, so I'm scrubbing, getting it in and rinsing it out, and it worked though. My hair feels pretty good. The only problem is it's so curly, it's so snarly. I don't know, it's really weird. I mean, my hair is naturally curly anyway, but this was nuts. It was like my hair can come down almost to my butt when it's straight, and then when it curled this much, it came up past my shoulders. It was that curly. It was so crazy. It went all the way up to my scalp. I managed to calm it down, you know, I brushed, and I didn't use it last night, so yeah, my hair definitely calmed down. I'm interested to see what it's gonna do tonight when I use it. Man, this has just been crazy. I'm honestly looking forward to using commercial shampoo again, just so I can, you know, get everything back to normal before I start this up again. Oh man, it has just been nuts. This marks the end of the 30-day challenge, and the next time I wash my hair, which you'll see very soon, I am going to be using a commercial shampoo. And I think afterwards I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna talk to you guys for a little bit about the experience and the methods I've used, so stay tuned for that. Alright you guys, I just got back from my yoga class, and I am going to go and wash my hair with commercial shampoo for the first time in a month. Here we go. Yeah. Alright, that was the 30-day challenge. You could probably tell by the bottle that I used that this was a volumizing shampoo, and I think it worked a little too well. Anyway. 30-day challenge complete, guys. That was awesome. I enjoyed it. I really don't have that many complaints. Yeah, seriously, if you guys get all of your ingredients together, if you really prep ahead of time, this challenge is really easy. I mean, especially if, hey Luna, especially if you just stick with one method, but if you want to do what I did, a little preparation goes a really long way. Stress-free, really wasn't that bother. Bleh. It really wasn't that much of a bother at all. Luna really wants to be on camera right now. I would probably have to say that my favorite method was probably the kaolin powder. I did mispronounce it and checked online, so I learned something. Yeah, the kaolin powder was probably my favorite. There really wasn't much of a scent to it. It was pretty neutral, no big deal. You know, you put it in your hair, do that, rinse it out, easy peasy. Behind that was probably the cornstarch method, mostly because I have dark hair. I used cocoa powder in the mix, and the cocoa powder made my hair smell like a chocolate bar, which was nice. Behind that method, I like the baking soda and the apple cider vinegar technique. I did say before I've used that apple cider vinegar rinse, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I think it does great things for my hair. My least favorite method was the chamomile tea rinse. It was also because of the chamomile tea rinse that I decided not to use just the water to rinse my hair, because my hair got greasy. It wasn't my favorite. Let's just say that. Sorry about that, I just had a package delivered. What was I saying? Right, the chamomile tea rinse. The way I figured it was, if I was already having trouble with a tea rinse, mind you, you know, herbs and medicinal additions, that if it was this bad, it's probably gonna be a lot worse if I did just a rinse with water. So I decided not to do that. And aside from that method, my hair was never ever greasy. Mind you, my hair was a little bit softer because it was retaining the oils, but it was never greasy apart from that 1 week. And I was honestly surprised by that. I was so sure that my hair was going to be a big greasy mess. I was afraid that my scalp would be itchy, and this was never ever the case apart from the chamomile tea rinse. And just because that method didn't work for me doesn't necessarily mean the method won't work for other people, because my hair, as you can see, it's kind of thick, it's very curly, wavy, and all around it's kind of, I don't know, it's a little messy, but you see my point. If you have fine hair that's really never very greasy, this might work better for you. It just didn't work for me. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep using these alternatives. I may just end up using shampoo once a week, or maybe twice a month, because I really like what this did to my hair. There was significantly less breakage. It all around felt softer, and it seemed healthier. It felt really good. My hair also never really smelled bad. The only time that my hair kind of smelled, if you will, was when I was using the apple cider vinegar. When you use vinegar, it's kind of hard to get rid of the scent. It didn't really smell bad, but you could definitely tell it was there, particularly when I was at work and I really kind of started, you know, working in the heat, and then, you know, your pores opening up and the scent kind of permeated through. It didn't smell bad or anything, and I really don't think anybody else could smell it unless they were like, you know, this close to me. But you know, I could smell it, and it, like I said, it really wasn't that bad. It was just I knew it was there. So that's really all I have to say about this right now. If you guys want to try this, if you want to see the resources that I used, you want to see where I got the ideas for the methods, I'm going to put the links in the description box. I'm also going to leave the recipe I used for my apple cider vinegar infusion that I love. Yeah, and if you guys have questions, leave it in the comment section, and yeah. I also want to mention that I know Wolf and I have not been posting a lot of videos lately. We have been so incredibly busy in our real lives that we really haven't had time. And I'm hoping with the coming year, the coming new year, we'll make it a resolution to make more videos for you guys, because I know you like to see us travel, I know you like to see us do things, and that's part of the plan for next year. So stick around with us.